Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel and this is my library. In today's video, I bring you more of my 2026 reading journal setup. And we are back to working on my 2026 reading journal, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am excited to hear a lot of you are setting up your journals alongside with me, and that makes me happy. And every time I get a comment from you guys or you reach out telling me that you've found some inspiration for your 2026 reading journal or that you already started setting it up, it makes me very, very happy. I remember before I created this kind of content, I used to watch a lot of this content and I found so much inspiration from watching other people work on their reading journal that I wanted to do the same for people who watch me. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And we get today to work more on my 2026 reading journal and I'm so excited. If you are watching me for the first time, welcome. I'm happy you're here. I do have a series that I started recently where I walk you through the steps of setting up a reading journal of your own. So if you haven't seen any of those videos and you kind of want to start from the beginning or get some ideas from the very beginning, I will have those videos linked down below. This, I believe, is going to be video number 5 in that series. And video 1 walks you through all of the materials and the supplies and the different types of reading journals. And then we move on to set up video 2, 3, 4. And it's basically me trying to get moved into my 2026 reading journal. And we are in the 3rd week of November as of the filming of this video. November will be ending soon in about a week. So I need to hurry up and continue moving in. I feel like I started planning my new reading journal a while back and I was like, oh, I'm so ahead of the game. And now I'm starting to feel the pressure of, oh no, I think I'm running out of time. So let's see. I have not worked on my index. Last time we were together, I did update my books I want to read in 2026. Let's look at that. So I should probably do a flip through in case you're new and you haven't seen this. So this is my 2026 reading journal. This is what we're currently working with. I did a title page for the first time ever and I'm so proud. This is my reading and book goals for 2026. I still have to decide more of these and write them in here, but for now my ideas are on post-it notes. I love putting ideas down on post-it notes and then working on them. I am leaving my index until I have designed quite a few of my spreads, but I do know that that spread is reserved for that. Then last time we were together, we worked on my books I have read in 2026, and this is going to be 2 spreads so that it can accommodate my over 100 books that I read each year. And now we are at the Goodreads Challenge 2026, and I am excited to work on this spread today with you. Let's look for guidance at my current reading journal. So this is what we currently have. So in this year's reading journal, I went ahead and fit as many of the boxes as I could. I did fit 117. I don't think I'll need more. As of the filming of this video, I believe I read 94 books or 95 books, so I think I'm okay. I think 116, 117 is fine. I did as many boxes as I could. That's basically why the number is so random. And I did leave space here for all my categories, and I am happy with the way this turned out, and I do like this format, but I am going to change a few things. I believe I told you last time that I want to make this black instead of brown, and I want to change from using my flare markers. I did use my flare markers for this. I want to use my Tombow markers for next year, and I want to use some lighter colors because I really don't like how you can't see 34 and 35 here. Like, that kind of bums me out. So I'm going to change. I'm going to reevaluate my categories, think some things through with you, and see if there's any that I want to remove or take away. However, what I am keeping is I do want to continue doing these little squares, which are basically 2 lines by 2 lines. It's basically 3 dots, 3 dots, 3 dots all around. Okay. So I do want to keep that same kind of measurement. I do want to see what I design and play around with that. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I do have only 1 spread for this. So that's pretty much what we'll work on today in our video together. So first, I want to look at what I did here. So this was a very similar style from last year because I did need to keep all of those lines available. But for this one, I think I want to play a little bit with some ephemera or maybe something in the corners like this so that it's not super lined up. I want to play around a little bit with it. So let's go ahead and look and find some inspiration in some of my new craft paper books that I have purchased. And yeah, I'll go ahead and start getting materials ready and speed you through this process as I go ahead and think and plan and look for good stuff. guys. So I decided to bring you back just to give you like a little update as to what I'm thinking, how this is going. So first, I'm obsessed with these florals, right? And that book is just stunning, the vintage florals book. And if you've never seen that book, it's beautiful. I have a video up on my channel that I recently filmed where I haul 5 of those paper craft books and I show you everything that's in them and I walk you through all the pages, do a extensive flip through. So if you are interested, I will go ahead and link that video in the description box so that you can see it because they are stunning. So I'm excited to be using all of my new things. And I got inspired with that beautiful floral paper. I did cut 2 sides in case I wanted to do 2 corners, but I'm thinking I'm going to run out of space if I cover all 2 corners. So I decided to not do that. Then you also saw me writing down the title, Goodreads. I didn't like how my handwriting came out. I also didn't want to have that same format as this. I feel like I do this a lot when I don't know, when I don't want to use uh, my stamps. I kind of default to just like in cursive writing the titles of my pages. And then I feel like all of my spreads have similar titles and I don't want to do that. So the combination of I didn't like how it came out and the combination of maybe I should change it up a little bit or why do I need necessarily a headline or a title there? um I decided to get away with it and cover it up with the beautiful washi. And I like showing you that because I want you to know that there's nothing you can do in your journal that is going to ruin it or mess it up. You can cover it, you can put a full page on top of whatever you have, you can glue pages together and forget that spread exists. Like there's so many ways of fixing any mistakes, guys. Be brave, do your thing, because I know a lot of you tell me that you're scared of starting or you're scared of committing to what you're going to do. It's that's the beauty of this. Like everything has a fixable solution. Okay, so I didn't like how that looked once I had penned it, and then I just went ahead and covered it and it looks great and I like my little sticker there. And so I decided to stop you here because I do have 70 boxes on this side. I do want like at least 115 or something, but I wanted to kind of walk you through it. So I'm penciling them all in. I started allowing myself to scatter them and I did not like how that looked. So I went ahead and erased it. I, of course, will go over them now in a little bit when I'm ready for that step with a pen, and I'll be more careful with my lines and all of that. But just wanted to lay this out. And I kind of want to start with my categories already from the bottom kind of up to see how much space I'm going to need for my categories. So I wanted to kind of walk you through that now. So let's look at the categories I set up for my reading journal this year. So I kind of have here like general fiction, right? And that's kind of like just general fiction or contemporary fiction, which I don't read a lot, but I kind of, I have half, 2 halves of that. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. This one might be a maybe. Let me go ahead and make like a little list of the ones I for sure want to keep. I don't know about general fiction. Manga and graphic novel, I know I definitely want. And I think combining them is fine. Romance, actually, this might not even be general fiction, to be honest. This might just be romance. Okay, so I want to keep romance. Even though I don't read a lot of it, I'm going to keep it. Fantasy, I'm going to keep, even though I don't read a lot of it. I obviously need thrillers. I obviously want my game book. I'm going to do game/puzzle book. Classics or books of literary merit. I'm just going to label it classics. I need something for middle grade. I currently have middle grade and YA together. I don't know if I should separate them. In my mind, I kind of do. Maybe I do now. Let me just put it down. Horror, of course, I need. Mystery, I need. Literary fiction is what I think I'm going to keep because I do read literary fiction. I don't know what the general fiction, what I wanted with that. Maybe I wanted contemporary fiction or something. I don't know. But I'm just going to put literary fiction and get rid of the other one. Literary fiction. Then I have sci-fi, which I will keep. Nonfiction, I'm going to keep. I don't know if I should keep nonfiction and memoir and biography separated. I think I am. Nonfiction. Then we have memoir or biography. And then poetry. I do want to keep my record of poetry, even though I've only read like 3 poetry collections this year. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I had 15. Why? Because I separated YA and middle grade and deleted general fiction. Okay, I was trying to figure out why the math was not mathing, but it does math. Okay, so I need 15 categories. So let's see, this did take up a lot of room here. Maybe I can put them closer together. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? So I know I want to include that here. So maybe I can just start working. Yeah, let's see how this goes. So I can do my box here. And this is going to be manga slash graphic novel. Then I'm going to do another one here, which will be romance. Then I will do another one here. Yeah, even if I tried, I think I have to keep it. Just 3 columns. So I'm gonna have to stay with that same amount of space as I did last time. Fantasy. So then I skipped a line in between so that things are not cluttered. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like this. Thrillers. And then game or puzzle book. And then here, classics. Okay, so yeah, I'm for sure gonna have to bump this up a little bit to fit all my categories. I'm just hoping I have enough space then. So that means I really can't take any more decorating space out. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way up to here, I think. Let's see. This one's going to be middle grade. And this is going to be young adult. And then this is going to be horror. And then here we have mystery. And then here we're going to have literary fiction. And then here we're going to have sci-fi. And then the last 3 categories, which are going to be nonfiction, memoir slash biography, and then poetry. So then I'm taking up the same amount of space as I did in last year's. Here's some breathing room, and then I can draw boxes all the way up to here. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to stay with. So I'm going to continue drawing boxes. I'm going to figure out if I have enough, and I'll come back and talk to you in a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm back because I need a little break. I need a little break. My hands need a little break. So I'm going to go ahead and erase a little bit while I talk to you. because wow, this isn't ready to erase just yet. Never mind. Never mind. I need to wait a little more. This gel pen's a little thicker than what I normally like, but I think it'll stand out more than my felt tip Stabilo pen, than these pens, which is what I used in that spread for the 2025 journal. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this. I should have about 120, 124 boxes by the time I'm done with this. And then I'll go ahead and do my categories. And then we get to pick the colors for each of the genres. So I'm super excited. I don't have anywhere where it says Goodreads Challenge 2026. I could technically put a little thing here that says it. I'm still waiting for my hand to stop hurting. So let's explore other avenues. But yeah, so I was thinking I could maybe, if I really wanted to label the page, I could do one of these labels. Let me see if I can find them again. But maybe one of these labels, I can put it on there and kind of use that. I don't know, maybe. Let's see if I have them here. I don't remember what page they're on. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I need to label it or not. I always struggle with that. See, so I figured I could use one of these and create a little label, maybe. And just label this bottom part here, Goodreads Challenge, or put it like this on the side. Not really sure if I'll like that look, but it's worth a try. The labels are a little bit bigger than I would like them to be. I'm not sure if we have any smaller ones in here though. Let's see. I can always cut them in half. I don't have to use the whole thing, but not really sure if that's something I want to do. But we could try it. I can peel one out and see what it looks like there. Yeah. So that's an alternative. All right. I think I'm good to continue. Let's keep drawing little boxes. All right, guys. One very tired hand later, and all my boxes are done. I've erased all my pencil marks, and we are ready. I do have to write down my categories when I commit to them. I do have to pick the colors, and I do have to number all of my boxes. So for now, let me go ahead and start trying to commit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 categories. And I'm going to make sure that I know which Tombow markers I'm using for this. So I do have to create like a little code for myself. So I think I'm going to use one of these. Let's see if these have enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. It's like it's meant to be, guys. It's like it is meant to be. Okay. So I do need to figure out, well, I can always like leave it here in the middle. I can also put it in my front flap, or I can put it in the back. I have to decide. So I'm going to go ahead and write out all of my categories here. But I think I'll go in the order that I have them here. I guess I should go like this, right? I think so. So we have non-fiction. Then we have memoir / biography. Then we have poetry. Then we have mystery. Then we have literary fiction. Then we have sci-fi. Then middle grade. Then we had young adult. Then we had horror. Then we had thriller. Then game or puzzle. Then classics. Then manga / graphic novel. Then romance. And lastly, fantasy. Okay, so those are all my categories. Now we need to pick some colors and write down the colors. So let's go to our Tombow markers. And if you are curious about Tombow markers, if you've never tried them before, they're absolutely wonderful, guys. They're like my favorite. And I do have an entire video on my channel where I review and swatch every single one of the collection. And these are the Tombow dual tip. So one of them is brush tip. And then the other side is bullet tip. And these are absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out the colors that I think I want to use. So we can maybe try, how do I want to do this? Okay. So let's pick out this green. Then we can pick out maybe this green. Then maybe we can do this kind of turquoise color. Then we can do this royal blue kind of color. Then we can do a blue. Then we can do a pink. Then we can do a purple. I think these two might be too close together. I'm going to put this one back. This is 606. 606, I think it was here. Next, I think we can do this color. Then I think we can try this color. Then we can try a red. Then we can do like this pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 5 more colors. We can do an orange. We can do a brown. We can do this yellow. We can do this gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we need one more color. So we can do maybe like a beige color. Not sure if that's going to show through. We did a dark brown. Let's do maybe like a lighter brown. Maybe this color. Okay, so I think these are good. So we're going to go ahead and kind of try to go in some sort of order. So I'm going to go ahead and color in my nonfiction. So nonfiction is going to be this olive kind of color. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and swatch it here. And I'm going to write down 098. Not sure what's going on with this. Maybe it's not wanting to write on top of this. Interesting. See, now I want to test this out because what is going on here? Maybe it's, yeah. Interesting. I'm going to try it out again one more time. Okay, so then memoir will be this beautiful green. Let's go ahead and, it's like a Kelly green. All right, so let's mark this down. And this is 245. Yeah, this doesn't seem to like writing on top of it. How interesting. I don't think I knew that. All right, then we're going to move on to poetry, which will be this kind of sky blue. And I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to try to put the number first and then color it in. So 452. Yeah, it's definitely after we have swatched the color. Let me make sure because this is pretty inky. Yeah, see, this is very inky. Maybe this pen is not the best choice. Let me clean out my marker. That's something you want to get used to if you do have these types of markers. You want to make sure that if you do get ink on them, you clean them just to preserve your brushes. You know, these are pretty expensive, and you know, you want to take care of them. So it does smear. That's not good. Okay, so we're gonna move on to this royal blue kind of color for mystery. Let me wait a little bit before I write down the color. Okay, let's move on to literary fiction. It will be this beautiful hot pink. Okay, so the blue was $5.35. Let's try that now. Okay, so I guess it's when it's wet. The hot pink is $7.25. Okay, that's a little bit better. Then we'll do purple will be sci-fi. Let me swatch that. Then middle grade will be this periwinkle color. Then young adult will be this beautiful color. Let me do middle grade first. Boom. Then young adult. Boom. Okay, so sci-fi was $6.36. Middle grade is $5.33. Maybe it's because this is behind it. I'm not sure what's going on. $5.33. Yeah, this is working perfectly fine. Not sure what's going on. Then young adult is $6.65. It's definitely skipping. Then we have horror, which will be this orangey red color. Then thrillers will be this very light, dusty rose. Let me swatch this orange to make sure it's not too much like the other one. It is very similar. I think I'm going to swap that out for a true red. I believe this is a true red. Yeah, so I'm going to swap that out for a true red. So game and puzzle will be true red. Then we can do classics will be this yellow. Very pretty yellow. I do not like the color yellow, and that's a really nice yellow. Then manga and graphic novels will be like this rich brown. Then romance will be this gray color. Ooh, love this gray. Beautiful. And then fantasy, maybe. Let me check to make sure that this brown is similar. Is not too similar. I think we can use this one. Maybe we can use something a little different. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this brownish color. And I'm going to use like a sort of Yeah, I'm going to use this color, aquamarine or something. Perfect. And that will be my fantasy color. All right, let's try to number these. 845. That worked. 772. Okay, so now these are working. 847. Then classics is 991. Then manga is 899. And the romance is N65. And the fantasy is 407. All right. So these are pretty much the colors that I'm going to be using. Let's go ahead and move them here. I will put them back in their spots in a little bit. And let me go ahead and label this. This is going to be Good Reads Challenge 2026. Genre categories. Tombow brush pen number. Beautiful. Okay, so now I have my little key here, which I love. And we are ready then to write down our categories and all of our numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll speed you through it so that you can follow along with me. So I was able to get 124 numbers in this one. Last year, I think I got to be able to fit in 117. 117. So we got a couple more in there. I do like how the black looks. I do think it's a little more dangerous than this because it does smear, as you guys saw. But that's why I've talked so many times about having one of these good white erasers, because it's fine when things, for example, see, this just smeared because it's wet, right? And I shouldn't have tried erasing right now because the numbers are still wet. But the point is that this does take everything away. See, that sci-fi was a little bit smeared and it went away. Memoir and biography smeared earlier. Now I just have to darken it a little bit if I wanted to. Same thing here with graphic novel. So these erasers are absolutely wonderful. And yeah, this is where we are right now. So maybe I can put one of those labels here. Let me go ahead and try to see if I want to do that, to kind of have that as my heading. Let me find one. Where are they? Where are the labels? Maybe they're a little bit more in the front. And again, if I don't like it, I'll just remove it. But I am curious and I want to test it out to see if I like it. So maybe they're behind this. Are they behind the stickers? I'm not really sure. I think they might be. Labels are not here. Labels, where are you? Okay, labels are here. All right, so let me see if I have something that kind of would look good there. I kind of like that green one. I think that green one would look good. There's no more. There's no more. So maybe the green one. I'm debating. Let's try this to see. Let's try this green one. Because I did use the green in the other one. So this is what they look like. So if I do use it, I think I'm going to want to make it smaller. Not sure if I want to do that. Oh my gosh, so many choices. Maybe if I made it like toward the bottom and not. So let's see. Let's try this out. Let's play around with this and see what we get. So maybe we can cut half of this bottom part. Okay, so it's smaller. And then I can definitely cut some of this flower out. I'm going to cut the flower out. I'm going to bring back. I feel like I'm Frankensteining a little bit of this. Just make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so this would go like this. Would kind of go like this. More or less. Make this a little smaller. And make it a little smaller this way as well. out those corners a little bit. Not sure if I'm loving this. So maybe this. Let's see how this looks. And then I can always use my flower. Up. Okay. I'm not loving it right now, but we'll see. And that's what we currently have. I don't know if I'm going to leave that there or not. I will have to think a little bit about it. And the great part is it's an easy removal. Those labels come out very easily. I do want to add a little flower up on that right hand side. Because it does look a little bit empty. Let me go ahead and fill this here. And fill that little corner in there. And maybe I can put another little flower in there. Something a little longer, perhaps. Let's see if I have anything good. One of these. All right. And that's currently what I have. This is what this looks like, guys. And here's my little key. I haven't decided if I want to do like a pocket here for all my extras. I think I might want to do that. So that's a possibility. For all my keys and stuff like that, I might want to put all my little swatches in there, maybe. And I think this is how I want to leave this. Let me know if you like it with the title here. I'm kind of iffy about it. I like it. It's different. It's not usually how I would decorate this, but I kind of like it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if I should just like, it's one easy fix. I can just remove it and, you know, there's nothing there after. So let me know if you like it or not. But I think this is where I want to stay. So let's very quickly, if I can move all my supplies out of the way. Let's see what mine looked like last year. So this was my Goodreads challenge page last year. And this is what we have for this year. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks great. And I'm going to go ahead and commit to this for right now. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back over here. The next page on this is the 26 books I want to read in 2026. So we'll see when I decide that. I know I want to film a video that deals with that, and I have a video project idea for that. I actually want to go through my TBRs of this year and see which books I added to my TBR that I really never got around to this year, and maybe I can make those part of my 26 to read in 26. I have some ideas for that. But yeah, I will definitely continue within the next couple days working on my 2026 reading journal. But this is pretty much where we are today. And thank you guys so much if you are still with me. I appreciate you still being here, and I hope you enjoyed working on your reading journal along with me, if that's what you were doing, or that this is some sort of idea for you if you like to keep track of your Goodreads challenge on paper in addition to the app. I always find that it's so satisfying color coordinating it and checking them off physically every time I complete a new book on my monthly wrap ups. So thank you guys. Like this video if you liked it. If you're not yet following my channel, please subscribe so that we can continue working on our reading journals together. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely catch you in my next video. Bye.